Hey guys, and welcome back to the Ringer 57 YouTube channel. I have had the flu for a couple days, so sorry about the delays, but we are back at it. Let's see, shop update. Selfish, I have the fan switch relocator here. I need to get another front hose. It's been cut, not a big deal, I'll get that squared away. Hoopty's bike has a miss. Believe it has a plugged injector or a bad injector. Those were some used injectors we picked up. Flowed good on the bench, didn't mean they live very long. Go ahead and get that dealt with here in the next week. Warren's, I'm going to start tinkering with that here in a little bit. This is officially Rob Clement's bike. Let's see, the Colorado bike, I just got the undertail today, so I can go ahead and get that stuffed up in there, bolted in, and lay out all the electronics, fix taillight wiring, and it should be good to go. To put the max on, finish up the fuel system, and put it on the dyno. Then it can go home. Still waiting on a fuel pump. This one, I believe, has some cam timing issues. It is way down on power since the engine was rebuilt by another individual, and I believe the cam timing may be off. Just the only thing that makes sense for that power to be off. The jet kit should be in today for this. I'm waiting for USPS to run. Let's see. Kill shot, the Hyper Booster Killer, everything's out. We got a special delivery in today from Richard at RCC Turbos. That is a custom billet Ultra Plenum with a memorial on it. It is beautiful. I've seen pictures. I'm not opening it up. Will not open that up. We will wrap that in all the masking tape once we open it, so you won't see that till the bike's done. Let's see. This one, I'm waiting for Avery. I got to figure out what the heck's holding Avery up on welding my exhaust. I've been waiting for that for a hot minute, and I can knock that out in like a day. Let's see. I got a whole bunch of blue jeans. If anyone wears 36, 32 regular trim, I wear relaxed. I can't fit in a regular trim. I have thunder thighs. Those are free to anyone who wants them. Randy gave them to me, told me if they didn't fit to turn them into shop rags. I can't turn good blue jeans into shop rags. Today's economy is, well, shitty. And jeans are expensive, and there's a lot of people who could use them. Some hard-working people who could use them. Trust me, my jeans are crap. Hence why I was very happy for Randy to give me them. But Problem Child's on the dyno. Me and Motorhead just wrapped this one up. It is done on E85. I actually just put a gas can in my truck, which is where I was walking from, to go get gasoline so I can do the gasoline tuning on lowest boost settings and be done. Then I've just got a list of small items to fix, and it should be ready to rock and roll. Then Chris Charles can come on down, bring the bodywork with him, or come on up. I forget, he's from Louisiana. And we can put the bodywork on, and he can have his baby back. He's been waiting like 8 years for this bike, between all the shops that have had it. And it has been nothing but a problem child for every one of them. This is now a complete my configuration. So, the only thing that is not mine in this anymore is the turbo kit. The turbo kit is a monster turbo kit. The engine I built myself. It is a 10.5 to 1 motor with a little bit more in the hole, so it's about 10 to 1. Good rods, half-inch head studs, good case studs, boost comp NLR clutch, billet output shaft, Ray Mancini head, some mild cams, ID 1700 upper injectors, stock lower injectors, Max ECU plug and play by Greg Smith. It is one of his originals. This is the original first Max ECU plug and play he ever made with the conversion box. The first one he ever made is on Dumas's bike, which was supposed to be on this bike but didn't fit, so that one has no conversion box. Let's see, it's got a big brushless pump. That's about all. Not a whole lot about it. It's got some cool boost modes and such and features that are awesome. Can't get into the power numbers. Tell you it makes some good power. Tell you we met his expectations with the power, and it can easily exceed those expectations by a substantial amount if we want. But we're not going to push it that hard. So, I wish I could talk power numbers. Maybe in the future we can, but for now, he's got some races to pick. Yeah, she's a Borg EFR turbo. Really not very happy in the low boost. Really happy in the higher boost levels. So, that's about it for that. That bike should be headed home in the next couple weeks. Hopefully. hopefully I'll have the tuning all done tomorrow, and I can just start buttoning up the last little odds and ends that need to be done, and it can go home. And then I have not even touched the other bike that is winter work, because it was contracted as winter work. I do have a interview on Tuesday, not an interview, sorry, orientation on Tuesday. I am now an employee of Racetrack Gas Stations. Just to get ahead of things on that. I did not take that job for financial reasons. That's a benefit. It'll be enough to pay my rent and gas and such, and then the shop can just sustain the shop. I got that job because of benefits. So, Racetrack. Minimum hours to be part-time is 20. 20 hours is enough to get full benefits. So I will have health, dental, and vision. So I can go get these dealt with. See, they're not happy teeth. They need fixed. And it's very expensive to do that without insurance, so I went and got a part-time job. So I will now be closing at 5 p.m. every day. Probably 4:30 every day, and then opening earlier. And I will be working from 5 until, I believe it's going to be 9 or 10, depending on how they schedule this, out at the Racetrack gas station here in town. I don't know what I'll be doing. If they do a rotational thing, I guess. So between kitchen, counter, whatever, I don't care. I'll work whatever. Like I said, I'm just doing it for the benefits. I'm going to be there, doing my job to the best of my ability, and going home. So, with that, both of my problem children have been completed. Dennis has got some problem children. I'm going to help him work through those, and I'm going to continue to move forward on everything we have here at the shop. The shop won't slow down at all. I just won't be here late night anymore, which I've been trying to phase away from that anyway, getting out of here by 5:30-ish, 6 o'clock. So now it'll be like 4:30-ish, 5 o'clock. Should work out pretty good. And like I said, benefits, they're critical. You got to have insurance in the U.S. to be able to live. If you don't have insurance, you're pretty much crippled. Don't know how many of y'all know. You can't see. Yeah, you can see the bulge. That's my collarbone sticking out from where I busted it about a year ago. That cost me $12,000. $12,000 without insurance to get a X-ray, a CT, and an ambulance ride. That's it. They gave me 3 painkillers, an ice pack, and a sling. The 3 painkillers, the ice pack, and the sling was over $2,000. So, with insurance, it's like $100. Hence, need insurance. So, that's about all I got, guys. Second time making this video. So, I'm going to go ahead and go get pump gas for this girl, get her changed over, maybe tinker a little more at the shop tonight. And then I'm going to go home, and I'm going to come back and hit it hard tomorrow. Later.